Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomeizer, and this is Decoding Multisyllabic Words, episode 25. I've got 3 words I want to look at today. Before we start, a quick reminder of the fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, and the moral: slow and steady wins the race, which is great advice to keep in mind when you are stuck on a big, unfamiliar word like this one, for example. You can think of big words like this as a race. The finish line would be the end of the word. And if you read these words like the hare, you might race through them to get finished quickly. That's where mistakes can happen. But if you read like the tortoise and you take it slow and steady when you're trying to read it, you decode slow and steadily, that patience is really going to help you improve your reading. So keep that in mind when you're stuck in the big words. Let's look at a few of them, and I'm going to show you some strategies you can use. Read them right out loud. What's this first word? How about this? And this? What if I showed you this? Does that help? All right, let's start with the first word. Now, I was talking about big words being like a race. I'm going to start at the end of this word. Sometimes that's a really good idea, because that T-I-O-N is a very tricky ending to a lot of words. Do you recognize it? All right, there's calm, pill, pillay, and that's ation. This is the word compilation. Right? And it comes from the root word compile. That is a verb, compile. It's got a silent E. We're going to drop that silent E and add ation to get the noun compilation. The trick to that is ation doesn't look the way it sounds. It sounds like shun. And you might have spelled ation like this in sometime in the past, but it's the T-I-O-N that is really tricky about this. And it comes from the French language. All right, we have a lot of French in the English language. There's a history lesson involved. We don't have time for it right now, but you need to know T-I-O-N when you see it. And there's the word compilation. All right, the second word, again, sometimes it's a good idea to start at the end of a big word, because in this case, there's the T-I-O-N again. You need to know that. There's shun, complete. This is the word completion. Comes from the root word complete. We all know what complete means, right? Did you complete your work? It's got a silent E at the end. We're going to drop that and add I-O-N to make completion. And there's the T-I-O-N you need to pay attention to. Did I mention the French? Did I talk about the French part? I think I talked about that already. So we have the word completion. The third word, the biggest of the 3 words I've shown you. This is another illustration of why sometimes it's okay to start at the end, because you need to know the shun. That's a tricky part of this word. So there's ation and there's cation. Back in the beginning, yep, this is complication, right? Big word, easy. It's very easy to get confused on this word. It comes from the root word complicate, right? And you know that from complicated, like reading this word is complicated. Get it? So complicate's got that silent E again. We're going to drop that E and add I-O-N. Did I talk about T-I-O-N and the French? Did I talk about that already? I think I talked about it. You need to know T-I-O-N when you see it. So we have the word complication. All right. That's going to do it for today's lesson. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for lots more videos like this one. And if you go to my Facebook page, in photos, there's an album, Timeline Photos. There is a pile of great reading challenges that I've written to help you decode words and awesomize your fluency. And to get to YouTube or Facebook, just search the Fluency Awesomizer and follow and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Come back and see me again real soon. Bye.